In example 5, we're asked to find the equation of a curve where dy by dx equals this polynomial here. So all that's asking us to do is integrate this. The second part of the question we'll deal with in a minute, so we're just going to ignore that to start off with. So when we're finding a curve, we've got y equals, and we want to integrate the polynomial that we're given in the question. Remember that you have to write this in index form, so it's a reciprocal, so it becomes a negative power, and we want to do that with respect to x. So when we integrate that, we've got 4x, add 1 to the power and divide by that power, plus 2x, add 1 to the power and divide by that power. Just be careful with the negative powers, because when we're adding 1 to it, it's really easy to make a mistake and go the wrong way. I know it sounds simple, but you'll be surprised how many people do make that mistake. Plus 3x, remember that's x to the power of 0, so we're adding 1 to it, so we get 3x plus a constant. And then as I want to work with this further, I'm going to simplify it down. So I've got 4 divided by 4 is 1, plus 2 divided by minus 2 gives me a minus x to the power of minus 2, plus 3x plus c. And obviously that can just be written with a minus sign in there. We don't need to write it as plus minus. That's the general solution. So when we integrate this, we get what we call a family of curves, which is mentioned earlier in the booklet, and that is the family of curves. And it's family because we can vary this number on the end. However, in this question, we are given a coordinate, and we want this curve to pass through that coordinate. So that happens when x equals 1 and y equals 4. So we've got 4 is equal to 1 to the power of 4, so I'm just substituting these values into my general solution. 1 to the power of 4 minus 1 to the power of minus 2 plus 3 times 1 plus c, and it's a case of solving this equation, and they've been very nice to us by letting x equals 1. So we've got 1 take away 1, because 1 to the power of anything is 1, so 1 take away 1 is nothing. So we've got 4 equals 3 plus c. When we subtract that off, we end up with c is equal to 1. Make sure you finish your answer, because you've been asked to find the equation. Okay, so we haven't actually written down what the equation is yet. So the equation is y equals all of this, but instead of c, we've got 1. So we've found the particular solution, and that is, that's a minus sign, that is when x equals 1 and y equals 4. And that's our final answer.